My name is Noah Zika. I'm here to talk about water policies and conservation. As individuals in Nebraska, we must regulate our own water usage for future generations so that they may have safe tap water. Water conservation and sustainability starts at home with our actions that we do every day. According to Agriculture and Resources of UNO Water of 2019, Nebraska practices the first in time, first right rule. This does not determine our water usage. And landowners, so this means landowners can dig their own wells, and they must have a license and take water out from the water that they find. But first, before they do that, they have to get a license that must get approved by the NDNR. Next, we have the groundwater management plan. This helps regulate and monitor our water quality, but this plan also does not limit our water usage. So in the end, it is up to us to practice sustainability at our homes. Next, we have our needs. The Ogallala Aquifer loses about 16 inches a year, and nature usually regains an inch back. So there's about a 15-inch loss a year. Ever since 1940, 100 feet has been lost, which means if we stay on this path, we eventually are not going to have our Ogallala Aquifer as a water source. Next, we have our water consumption. Washers, a standard washer uses about 40 gallons per wash, according to Legit of 2018. Dishwashers use about 6 gallons a wash, according to Dunn of 2019. Toilets use 6 gallons per flush. These appliances are used quite often, quite frequent, especially in my household. People waste water all the time like this, such as leaking taps and faucets, shaving and brushing their teeth while the water is on, taking baths versus taking showers, flushing toilets every time we use the restroom, and washing your car at home. So some ways you can save money and you can save water is replacing old appliances with new, more efficient ones. Another way is to take shorter showers, or if you take baths, just don't use as much water as you nearly would. Another way is to repair or replace leaky faucets. Another one is to, instead of using washing dishes with your hand, to use a dishwasher to save a lot more water than you would if you were to wash them with your hands, or wash the dishes with your hands, because that's probably about, I would say, 20 gallons. Next, you can water the lawns 3 times a week instead of doing it every day. So I feel some policies that should be put in place, is to find people, give them a certain limit, and if they go over that limit for water consumption, then they start getting fined. Another one that I feel should be taking place is they should buy more efficient water appliances. Now let's say they have old water appliances, but they aren't efficient enough, then they should get a rebate for new ones. Next, we should have a policy that allows water to be put on their lawns on certain days. Next, we have a plan. Sustainability can be taken at home. According to energy.gov, sustainability can be taken all around the house. An annual water quality report performed in Grand Island, Nebraska in 2016. Efficient washers use about 15 to 25 gallons compared to this 40 gallons, like I said. Dishwashers, efficient ones, use 4 gallons per wash per cycle compared to the 6. Toilets use 1.8 gallons per flush compared to the 6, just like the dishwashers. So an old dishwasher and an old toilet, they use about the same water amount. So I have two pictures here. I have a kid taking water, probably to his family, and I have a waterfall. The waterfall represents now and what it's going to be like if we start preserving our water, start conserving it, and reduce our usage. This one is on the path we are on, the kid taking his water to his family. I feel that if we are on this same path that we have right now, we're going to end up all of us are going to have to save our water, and we're going to have to take it instead of having a vast majority just turning on that faucet, you know? So we can save this by everyday things such as car washes. So if we go to the car wash, even though it's more money, we save about 60 gallons of water. Because at home, it's about 110 to 100 gallons. And car wash, it's about 40 to about 42 gallons. The whole world uses about 5.3 trillion gallons of water. How much is this, you might ask? Well, take this Chesapeake Bay around Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. This whole bay right here is 18 trillion gallons of water. Now, here's just a little picture of it. This is just a part of this. Now, in 3.5 years, we could drain this entire bay. That's all I'm going to say about that. In conclusion, we must conserve and regulate our water. We must take action now. Otherwise, future generations, they will have little to no water at all. Crops and their way of life will be lost. So, different ways we could do this is take shorter showers, purchase more efficient appliances, and be more conscious of our water. I ask you, how much water can you save?